Have you ever wondered how a computer works and what you can do with it? Well, we're about to dive into the fascinating world of computers. At its core, a computer is a device designed to accept information, process it according to a set of instructions, and then display or store the results. Now, let's break down the basic parts of a computer. We have the processor, often referred to as the brain of the computer. It does the thinking and makes decisions. Then there's the memory, including RAM and the hard drive, where data is stored. Next, we have the monitor and speakers, the computer's eyes and ears, bringing the virtual world to life. And lastly, the keyboard and mouse, which help us interact and communicate with the machine. Understanding each part of the computer is the first step to understanding the full potential of this incredible machine. At the heart of every computer is the processor, often called the brain of the computer. Just as our brain directs our body's functions, the computer's processor manages and executes the instructions of every application and program. It's the main component that determines the speed and efficiency of a computer. The more powerful the processor, the faster and more efficient the computer. Let's break down the processor's role a bit further. The processor performs basic operations such as addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. It handles logical operations like comparing two numbers to determine which one is larger. It also controls the flow of information throughout the computer, directing data to where it needs to go. In essence, the processor is responsible for every action your computer takes. When you type a letter, the processor interprets the keystrokes. When you save a file, the processor writes the data to your hard drive. When you play a video game, the processor renders the graphics and handles the game's computations. The speed of a processor is measured in gigahertz, which refers to the number of billions of operations it can perform in 1 second. A higher gigahertz rating means a faster processor, but speed isn't everything. The design of the processor and the number of cores it has also play a significant role in its performance. Multi-core processors can perform multiple tasks at the same time, increasing the computer's overall speed and efficiency. This is why a quad-core processor, which has 4 cores, can outperform a dual-core processor, even if the dual-core processor has a higher gigahertz rating. In the end, the processor's role is crucial. It's the driving force that allows us to play games, write stories, draw pictures, and listen to music on our computers. It's the essential component that makes all our digital tasks possible. The processor is the driving force behind the computer, enabling it to perform a multitude of tasks. Just like humans, computers also need a place to store and recall information. This is where the RAM and hard drive come into play. Now let's dive into the world of computer memory. Imagine you're in a library. The RAM, or random access memory, is like a desk where you lay out the books you're currently reading. It's a temporary storage area where data is kept for quick access. This is because it's faster for the processor to read from and write to RAM than it is to the hard drive. So when you're working on a document or playing a game, the data you're actively using is stored in RAM. But once you shut down your computer, everything in RAM is forgotten, just like clearing off your desk at the end of the day. On the other hand, the hard drive is like the shelves in the library, storing books that you aren't currently using but might need later. It's a permanent storage area where data is stored even when the computer is turned off. So when you save that document or game, it's stored on the hard drive for you to access later. The hard drive is larger than RAM, but it's slower to access because the processor has to physically locate the data on the drive, just like you have to find a book on a shelf. These two components work together to make your computer function smoothly. The RAM allows your computer to run multiple applications at once without slowing down, while the hard drive stores all your files and programs. So if your computer is running slow, it might be because your RAM is full or your hard drive is nearly full. Understanding the roles of RAM and hard drive in your computer can help you better diagnose issues or even make informed decisions when buying a new computer. For example, if you're a gamer or a video editor, you might want a computer with a lot of RAM and a large hard drive to handle large files and run heavy applications smoothly. Without memory, a computer would be like a brain without the ability to remember. The monitor and speakers of a computer are its eyes and ears. Imagine a world where computers are voiceless and sightless. It's hard, isn't it? That's because the monitor and speakers play such a crucial role in our interaction with computers. Let's delve into how they serve as the eyes and ears of these marvelous machines. The monitor essentially is the visual interface between the user and the computer. It's the display screen where all the magic happens. Through it, we can visualize data, browse the internet, play video games, watch movies, and so much more. It's like a window into the vast digital world. Monitors come in various sizes, resolutions, and display technologies, each enhancing our visual experience in unique ways. From the sharpness of 4K resolutions to the immersive experience of curved monitors, the choices are endless. But what's a visual experience without sound, right? That's where the speakers come in. They are the audio output devices that translate the computer's digital signals into audible sound. Whether it's the subtle click of a keyboard, the thrilling background score of a video game, or the melodious tune of your favorite song, it all comes to life through the speakers. Just like monitors, speakers too come in a variety of styles and qualities, each designed to cater to different audio needs. High-quality speakers can deliver crystal-clear sound, adding depth and dimension to your auditory experience. Together, the monitor and speakers create a sensory symphony that enhances our interaction with computers. They enable us to consume digital content in a more immersive and engaging way. They transform ones and zeros into beautiful images and captivating sounds, making our digital experiences more human, more real. Remember, a good monitor and speakers can significantly enhance your overall computing experience. So the next time you're shopping for a computer, consider investing in a quality monitor and speakers. After all, they are the eyes and ears of your computer. The monitor and speakers bring a computer to life, allowing us to interact with it in more personal and engaging ways. The keyboard and mouse are the main tools we use to communicate with a computer. Delving deeper into the world of computers, we now find ourselves face to face with the keyboard and the mouse. These two devices, often taken for granted, are the primary channels through which we interact with our digital companions. They are the communicators, the bridge between human thought and digital execution. Let's start with the keyboard. It's more than just a collection of keys arranged in a familiar pattern. Each key acts as a unique command, a specific instruction that the computer understands. When you press a key, you're telling the computer to perform a certain action. Whether it's typing a letter in a document, opening a menu, or even commanding a character in a game to jump, the keyboard is your direct line of communication. The mouse, on the other hand, provides a different kind of interaction. Its primary function is to navigate. By moving the mouse, you move the cursor on the screen. This allows you to select, drag, and drop items, or point to specific areas on the screen. The mouse is your digital hand, reaching out into the world of the computer screen, making selections and guiding your journey. The keyboard and mouse also work together. They complement each other, providing a wide range of commands and interactions. For example, while typing a document, you might use the mouse to select a section of text, then use the keyboard to copy and paste it elsewhere. This synergy between the keyboard and mouse enhances your control, making the interaction with the computer more efficient and intuitive. In essence, the keyboard and mouse are your translators, converting your physical actions into digital commands. They are the tools that allow you to unlock the full potential of a computer. Whether you're creating a masterpiece in a design program, conquering virtual worlds in a game, or simply browsing the web. Through the keyboard and mouse, we can tell the computer exactly what we want it to do. So, we've journeyed through the main components of a computer, but what does this all mean for you? Well, it means power. Power to understand, to explore, and to maximize the potential of your personal machine. We've delved into the brain, the processor, which is the heart of the operation, making all those quick calculations so you can play your games without a glitch. We've explored the memory banks, RAM, and the hard drive, keeping your data safe and your operations swift. We've touched on the eyes and ears, the monitor and speakers, bringing the digital world to life with vibrant visuals and sounds. Lastly, we've covered the communicators, the keyboard and mouse, your tools for interacting with this impressive machine. With knowledge of how a computer works and its parts, you can better utilize its potential, be it for gaming, writing, drawing, or simply enjoying music. The possibilities are endless,